Welcome to Mindful Chatting, a podcast where therapy meets real life. I'm Kristen, a therapist, business owner, and a lifelong student of what it means to fully show up in our relationships, in our work, and in our healing. Here, we unpack mental health concepts, explore mindfulness tools, and talk through the messy, beautiful, in-between moments that shape us. Whether you're a fellow clinician, a curious listener, or someone navigating your own growth, this space is for you. Let's chat. Hey friend, I'm so glad you're here and welcome back to Mindful Chatting, because today's episode is going to be short, sweet, but super helpful, especially if you've been listening along to the last few episodes and thinking, okay, but how do I actually see everything I need to do without spiraling? This episode is for you. We're going to be talking about the 3-tier planning system, the ADHD-friendly approach I teach within the planning stack that really helps you stay visually grounded, keep your week in perspective, and also break things down daily without burning out. So grab your comfy drink, grab that space that keeps you center, because we're about to get into this. So here's the deal. Most planner systems expect you to hold everything in one place. Your daily to-dos, your appointments, your long-term goals, your reminders. But ADHD brains, we don't process information that way. We actually need multiple layers to keep us connected to time, priorities, and our progress. And that's where the 3-tier planning system really comes in, because it includes this visual overview to really keep that important stuff in sight. We also have weekly planning to kind of map out the shape of your week. And then we have our daily focus to meet yourself where you actually are. And this layered approach creates this kind of flexibility, visibility, but rhythm, instead of relying on a single rigid planner that kind of breaks the second life when it gets chaotic. So without going in too deep, right? But here's what it looks like. A visual tier could look like maybe a wall calendar, a sticky note board, a whiteboard with your top 3 tasks on it, a post-it note stuck to your bathroom mirror. But this visual tier keeps your most important reminders in front of your face, because if you don't see it, well, let's be honest, it doesn't exist. And that's object permanence for you. And then we have our weekly tier. And this is your anchor. This is where you review what's coming up next, like your work, your family, your routines, your appointments, and they kind of map out what matters most this week. And then you have your daily tier, and that's where it meets your energy planning. And if you're interested in energy planning, I have an episode, and I'll put it in the show notes if you want to go back to listen to that. But this is where you choose what you can actually realistically do today, even if it's just one thing. This is your now next space. Each tier supports the others. No single tool holds it all together, and that's the whole point. If this sounds exactly like you've been needing, it's because it's built for your brain. And I'm teaching the full system inside the ADHD Planning Stack pilot course, which is open right now. Inside this course, you'll learn how to build your own layered system from scratch, what tools to use based on what your needs are, how to connect your planner, your calendar, and your brain to make it all seamlessly flow together, and most importantly, how to make it flexible and sustainable. This course is designed for ADHD women, moms, students, business owners, creatives, anyone who's tired of trying harder with systems that just don't work. It's not about productivity, it's about peace. If that speaks to you, come join us. There is a link in the show notes if you're interested in joining our pilot course for free. This is your chance to really learn how to build a planning system, a planning stack that works for you instead of you molding to a system that's for neurotypicals. This episode is short and sweet because I wanted to talk about what a 3-tiered system could look like for you. But if you want to do something that's more about what you need, then join us in the Planning Stack episode and join us in this digital course about how we can make this planning stack for you. But next week, we're shifting into nervous system resets with planning after burnout, like how to rebuild when you're still friggin' tired. Because we're going to talk about what to do when you're coming out of a shutdown, why momentum doesn't have to be this mean hustle, and how to plan gently while still honoring your
your goals. You don't have to choose between rest and structure. We're building something in between, and I'll show you how. Thanks for being here, for showing up for you. We're exploring new ways to plan that don't erase actually who you are. But until next time, I want you to keep staying curious, and as always, be gentle with your mind.